So guys, I'm not even joking. You Snooze, You Lose Voice Boys literally ruined the entire Voice Boys series for me. No, not even the entire series. The entirety of Woohoo Storytime. Even Chi-Chi-mon in those weird sight word videos that the author of all of these Voice Boys books was doing. It was just but this episode was just a mess. I can't believe it she had the audacity to try to put this out. I feel like a lot of people might think that this is feel like for kids that are like 6 years old will think that Voice Boys kind of deserved what he got in this episode. But for me and older people that shouldn't even be watching Voice Boys also will think that Voice Boys did not deserve what he got in this episode. I feel like kids would be like, yeah, Voice Boys, you deserve that. But now, if I was 6 and watching Voice Boys, I would be like, Voice Boys, you deserve that. But now, as I'm 10, I kind of know that Voice Boys did not deserve anything that he got in this episode. Everybody was just being annoying. So I'm going to tell you everything that happened in this episode, and at the end, now you guys can find, and now all you 6-year-olds can now know what I'm talking about. Roll the clip. Okay, so let me tell you the first part of the episode. So the first part of the episode, Flora just comes in and has no idea is really just not feeling good because she hit the snooze button. I don't have Flora here, so we'll just use you. So Flora did not feel good in this episode. So where's like a sleepy face? I like a sleepy face. Okay. So she was just there sleeping. We also don't have makeup, but who cares? He was just there. That she didn't feel all that good, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know. I just hit the snooze button," and no one knew what that meant. But also, I need Maka. Where's Maka? Yeah, where's Maka? Where's Maka? This guy's wearing glasses. How about he can be Maka? And then Maka was like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be doing that, Flora, because it's bad for your health. And then one was like, Maka. Wait, no. Maka was like, Flora, you look like a zombie. And then one was like, Maka, that's mean. And then literally like 2 seconds later, she was like, but Maka's right. You do look like a zombie. First of all, how does that make any psychological sense? Please tell me. But I mean, literally, it's Woohoo Storytime. Nothing in Woohoo Storytime is even supposed to make sense at all. And the teacher comes along. It was the teacher. We go for the teacher. Tell people. And then the teacher comes and was like, okay, class, just walk into the classroom. I don't have the classroom here, so let's just be at my house. So so everyone sits down, like, and then I think Voice also says, I forgot to say, that he never has a problem. That he's like, I never have a problem ever. I don't know why he even said that, because first of all, he has problems all the time. Because did he even see himself in all these episodes? Probably not, because, yeah, story time. And then Miss H announces, okay, class, we're going to have reading buddies tomorrow. Reading buddies sounds fun. So and then Miss H tells everyone to not be late. And of course, Voice is late. Sorry, spoilers. And Voice sees Preston and Lucas, and they're like, we're the reading buddies. And we just went to your class. And Voice was like, what? Can you give me a quick story? And of course, Lucas and Preston are like, sure. And and instead of reading Voice an entire, like, I don't know, Dr. Seuss book, they're like, once upon a time, there was a kid that was late and was not here for reading buddies. The end. Wow, Preston. Wow. Also, Lucas, you guys really couldn't have read to him an entire, I don't know, Dr. Seuss book and instead read him that horrible story? I wish Nice were in this game, because if they were, then Preston and Lucas would have went bye-bye. But sadly, there's no Nice. But for your punishment, you're going in my worst characters list. And of course, they just leave Voice there. Like it's a Sunday. Just leave Voice there. And now Voice is sad. And now Miss H announces this. We're going to have an award ceremony. Because our class, I don't know what do. I'm just going to make something up. Our class read 100 books in a month. Wow, class, we did a good job. Just make sure you're not late. And of course, Voice is late again. And when Voice walks into the classroom, he's like, it's like, did they pass out the rewards? And if you would have guessed, yep, they passed out the rewards. Yeah, they passed out the rewards, Voice, and you missed it because you're a dumb nobody that we always pick on because, I don't know, you do bad things so we can pick on you. Yay! Of course. Of course he was like that. Of course he missed it. And I wish Miss H was like, truly, Truly, he didn't actually miss it. I held on to a reward for him. But since this is Royce Bedoys, Royce gets nothing because the show just thinks he's a stupid, dumb nobody. Of course. And then he wakes, and also when he wakes up with knowing that he with pressing the snooze button. And you wake up. Yay! I didn't get late. I didn't press this snooze button off time. Yay! Yay! And of course, Royce just comes in and says this. Sorry that Royce has the wrong hair. I didn't have enough character slots for him. Royce, shut up! Because it's actually apparently the weekend, and Royce just woke up all for nothing. Because of course, Woohoo Storytime apparently hates him. So, now you guys all know why I don't like this episode. This episode apparently is the worst episode out of the entire series. Yeah, even worse than Don't Be Late Royce. But both of them are technically the same thing because they have the same concept. Royce is late and he doesn't get anything. But this episode is apparently worse because no one cares for a gingerbread house and money. Well, and Royce, not in real life money is actually useful. But this episode is way worse because the things that Royce misses are actually useful, like an award ceremony, reading buddies. Jesus, they should have. Lucas and Preston should have read him I don't know, like a Dr. Seuss book, and Miss H should have held on to a prize to get to Royce Bedoys when he walked into the classroom, but no. Woohoo Storytime apparently hates Royce Bedoys and is always trying to shame him because they think that nobody likes Royce Bedoys, and if he died, everyone would have been happy because apparently Woohoo Storytime just hates him. Sorry, I got a little bit carried away, but still, this episode, no one likes this episode. Preston and Lucas can go jump off a cliff. This episode can also go jump off a cliff, and always have a great day. I'll make more of these videos in Toca Boca and probably make a lot more videos. So yeah, bye!